The new DJI Mini 4 Pro is a powerhouse in terms of features, but most of them are mainly for filming. In this video we will find out whether it is worth upgrading to the new model for users interested only in photography, both for features and for image quality. Both models have the same 1/1.3 inches sensor, with a real photo resolution of 12 megapixels, and the possibility to split each pixel into 4 smaller ones for the so-called 48 megapixel mode. So we should not expect major differences in terms of image quality. But when I analyzed the R3, I noticed an increase in detail, sharpness and color rendition compared to the Mini 3 Pro, due to an improved algorithm. Since the Mini 4 Pro was released only a month after the R3, we should expect something similar. The only major hardware difference between the two models is the presence of omnidirectional obstacle sensors in the Mini 4 Pro. This is an important feature, so far reserved for the flagship model of the prosumer line. Even though it is used more when filming, this functionality gives some extra peace of mind when shooting photos. The only real weak point of the Mini 3 Pro was the signal transmission. This model doesn't have a small feet at the end of the wings, so the antennas are located inside the wings in an horizontal position, and this could be in part the cause of the transmission issue. With the Mini 4 Pro and the R3, DJI has not only reinstalled the feet at the end of the wings to house the antenna, but also released a new remote controller with external antennas and a new version of OcuSync. Some people argue that DJI has rushed the release of the Mini 4 Pro because of the signal issues. The quality of the signal varies according to the geographic location. In my case, the transmission of the Mini 3 Pro is a serious limiting factor, while the Mini 4 Pro performs better than any other DJI model I have tested, and I've used quite a lot. Shooting photos with the Mini 4 Pro is a far better experience with the improved transmission. There are a few new functionalities that apply directly to photography. With the Mini 4 Pro, in automatic exposure bracketing there is now a choice of 3, 5 or 7 photos, versus 3 or 5 for the Mini 3. This is a welcome addition in high dynamic range. The automatic exposure bracketing can now be applied to the 48 megapixel mode with 3 photos. According to the DJI website, the algorithm for smart photos has improved to combine imaging and scene recognition, but only for 12 megapixel images. The Mini 3 Pro has a style setting to modify sharpness and noise in photo. This functionality in the Mini 4 Pro is available for video, but not for still images. But it is not really needed, as the new model produces sharper images, practically noiseless. These are minor functionalities, so there are no huge improvements in terms of features for photography. Let's see if there are major differences in image quality. This time I could not alternate the two models one after the other, as I always do, as the Mini 4 Pro had a little fight and has a sore eye at the moment. So the light conditions are not always the same, but I have taken the image in the same location and tried to match them as well as possible. For editing all the images, I have used Luminar Neo. In the description you will find info about it, together with a discount coupon code. You can watch my video about Luminar Neo by clicking on the link above. 12 megapixel photos taken with the Mini 3 are slightly weak in terms of detail, especially in elements in the background. With the Mini 4 Pro there is a noticeable increase in sharpness and detail. The chromatic rendition is also different, with richer colors. With the Mini 3 Pro, noise is very well controlled, but the Mini 4 performs even better, especially in shadows and in hazy conditions, practically noiseless. Moving to top-down shots, we can focus on detail and color rendition, and here again the Mini 4 has the edge, and we notice even more difference in detail. After sunset with artificial lights and the last twilight, both models perform remarkably well, due in part to the very wide aperture of f1.7. But in extremely dark condition the 3 Pro struggles, while the performance of the 4 Pro is simply sensational. DJI has certainly done an excellent job with the new algorithm. So far I've only analyzed raw file, but in the last generation of DJI prosumer drones the JPEG files have improved a lot, and they can now be successfully used for quickly posting on social media. JPEG files are preprocessed, and we notice that the ones of the Mini 3 Pro have more detail compared to the raw one, but in the zoomed-in images we can see that the photo taken with the Mini 4 are sharper with more vivid colors. Users who do not rely on computer post-processing will be very happy. The 48 megapixel photo mode had some issues with the Mini 3, especially with the first release of the firmware. This mode has been vastly improved in the Mini 4 Pro. I will not go into details here, as I have already done 2 specific videos about the 48 megapixel mode with the 2 models. You can watch them by clicking on the links above. So, which one should you buy? Or is it worth upgrading if you already own a Mini 3 Pro? I remind you that I'm talking about users that are interested only or mainly in photography, while for video is another kettle of fish, as the Mini 4 Pro has plenty of important features for filming. If you live in Europe in a crowded area with plenty of interference, the improved transmission could be by itself a good enough reason for going for the new model. The new features for photo are handy, but not crucial. The algorithm of the 4 Pro has been seriously improved, and the image quality has slightly improved in all light conditions. I believe professional and semi-pro photographers should go for the new model. Another thing to consider is obviously the price. You can check the update prices in the description below. Click on this link to watch my video about photography with the Mini 4 Pro, and don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video interesting. Thank you.